Hey, we live.
What's the word? What's the word? Happy Wednesday.
Indeed it is. Indeed it is. How
Sorry,
everybody doing?
we're a little late. Had to get everything set back up. I'm filming somewhere different, but hey, we here.
Yeah, that's what's important. That's what's important. So, guys, appreciate everybody checking in with us. It's your host, Coach Burkett, with my co-host, Coach Jimmy, in the building, and we got a great one today. We had some unforeseen circumstances last week, so we apologize for that. But we here today with the gyms, and we gonna get these people right with this sleep, Jimmy. Man, you know this that
Absolutely.
everybody like to sleep, right?
You would think
You
so,
know,
but people don't make it a priority. It's a very interesting dynamic in society.
yes,
Everybody's
man.
tired, pumping caffeine, like it's Skittles and the fountain of youth. But yet, ask them what time they go to bed, they say not soon enough. Or how'd you sleep? Not good enough. We're always tired. Why is that? So we're gonna hammer that today. We're gonna talk about why we need to make sleep a priority
Yes, yes.
and tips that we can do to optimize our sleep so we get the most out of it. Because sometimes I get it. Maybe we can't get the full 6, 7, 8 hours of sleep that's recommended. But how can we get the most of what we do get? So we're gonna talk about all of that today. So you're not gonna want to miss it. Share this video, guys. Somebody needs to hear this message.
Somebody,
Somebody,
anybody, everybody, right?
everybody.
Because
Energy
everybody
drink
sleep,
is
right?
$1 billion industry for a reason. Everybody needs better sleep. This
Better
industry would not
tell them.
exist if we got better sleep.
Better tell them. I'm just making sure I tag the mobile home group, man, because we getting that mobile home money around tax time, man. We need
Oh
we
yeah,
need to get
got
our
to.
sleep, guys. We don't want to suffer from burnout and these other things. We want to make sure we are at our most optimal to get the most out of ourselves, out of our day, right? You know,
Absolutely.
and it's not always about making money either, guys. We have to take care of our health because you're gonna get to a point where it's going to that focus anyway is going to outweigh the money, right? Because your health is gonna it should be the forefront, right? But I mean, let's keep it real, Jimmy. People not that ain't really how I go, right? Like,
Right.
how many times heard people say, "Man, I really want to get in your program or do rock with you," but the price. And you think about like, shit, you spending 400 or 500 a month on bullshit. Why not focus it on So
Exactly.
definitely gonna
Exactly.
get them right with this sleep. So we're gonna trying to give people a couple minutes to fall in here, guys. Everybody that's viewing, guys, check in. Let us know where
Where
you
you checking in
checking
from?
in
Let us know
from.
something.
Man, holla at us. I know we've been gone for a little minute, but we back like we never left.
That's right.
You know. So man, we're gonna get right into the gyms, Jimmy. Man, let's get these people that that sauce, right? So we talking about the science of sleep. Like let's break that down into simplest terms. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Shout out to NC,
Ooh,
North
NC in the
Carolina.
house. What up? What up? What up?
Salute, salute, salute.
Appreciate you rocking with us on this evening. You're gonna
As
get some good
usual.
gems.
Gina
Gina,
G. What's
Gina,
up from Waukegan? Okay,
my
okay.
favorite. Gina,
Up there. Say my man
Waukegan up north.
favorite.
Yeah, for those that don't know, that's in northern Illinois. Go heading towards Wisconsin, suburb of Chicago.
Yeah. That's up there.
Yeah, it's up there. That's up there, up
It's
there.
like the border, right? It's like closer to Wisconsin.
Close.
Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Like it's over there, right by, like not too far from Great America.
Mm-hmm. So big ups to Waukegan. Shout out to you, Gina. But yeah, so let's get these people these gems, Jimmy. The science of sleep. How would you? And I'm asking you because you're the expert, man. I know you put so many, countless hours and plans and efforts and just diligence in this. So
Yeah,
let me ask in simplest terms, bro, because we don't know nothing, right? We don't know now.
right. We don't know anything.
What is the science of sleep? Like what's behind that? What's that involved?
So I always say sleep is the superpower that we all have that many
Mm,
don't take advantage of. And I say that because when you prioritize sleep, right? Let's say perfect world, we're getting 8 hours of sleep. We're hitting our sleep cycles. We go through multiple sleep cycles.
mm-hmm.
Um, the goal is to hit the deep REM sleep cycle, the rapid eye movement, where your eyes are rapidly moving. That's the goal, is to hit the REM sleep.
Is that when it be twitching and shit?
Yeah, exactly.
You want to get to that?
Yeah, you want to be, yes, absolutely, because that's where the body begins to heal. That's when your body repairs itself, when it hits those deep levels of sleep. So it's very important that we optimize our sleep for that reason. Just think of it as, sleep is the ultimate performance enhancer. Better energy, stronger immune system, your metabolism, guys, struggling to lose weight, getting better sleep can help with that. You actually, I'm a little sidetrack here. So my weight loss people, you ever thought about what happens when you burn fat? Like, where does it go? How does the body get rid of it? Like, do I go to the bathroom? Do I spit it out? Like what does it just evaporate?
Right.
What happens when your body releases the triglyceride? When it releases the fat from the cell, it actually, most of it gets expelled when you breathe while you sleep. So if you're not sleeping,
say that one more time for me, because that kind of clipped my top right there.
Yeah. So your body uses the fat. When your body burns the fat, it gets rid of it. It expels it through your breath while you sleep,
and then it kind of evaporates, right?
So yeah, and then it does whatever we do when we breathe. It's a whole different science out of my realm of expertise. But yeah, you breathe it out. You're not sweating it out like you think. So all the sweatsuits, you're not squeezing it like with the waist trainers like you think. It doesn't just burn on fire. It literally, you expel it through your breath while you sleep. And I've known people who have sleep apnea who, when they finally get the CPAP machine, lose 10 pounds because they're finally getting better quality sleep. So my weight loss people, you're going to want to prioritize sleep, definitely. But also, if you're trying to gain muscle, right, same thing. You want to prioritize sleep because that's when your body's going to release the optimal hormones needed for growth and recovery. So you want to get sleep. Deep sleep does so much for us. So
let me ask you this, Jimmy. Are you saying the more sleep you get, the more you lose weight essentially, and the more you build muscle? Or are you saying the more optimal sleep you get, the more you get to that deep and
that's a great question.
Twitching sleep, is what's going on?
Great question.
Thank you.
It's a little bit of everything. So there's diminishing returns of everything. So just because you sleep 12 hours doesn't necessarily mean that's better for you to sleep in 8 hours, right? So there's diminishing returns there. But also, this is assuming that you're doing the work. So if you're trying to lose weight and you're dieting,
there you go,
and you get the optimal sleep, you're going to maximize your efforts.
It's like putting the whole puzzle together type deal.
If you're still eating like garbage,
but you sleep 12 hours a day, right?
Initially, you'll drop a couple pounds initially, but then that's going to stop real quick. But even then, highly unlikely if you're just pounding garbage all day. Same thing with building muscle. Assuming that you're lifting weights, you're eating protein. Yes, when you get better sleep, you're gonna see more gains from your hard work, right? So we're just we're enhancing that because that's when your body's going to grow and repair. It does all these things in the recovery. So it's a little bit of everything. So that's a great question. So don't think just because you sleep more, it's going to necessarily just get you better results. But also, if you get 10 hours of bad sleep, that's not going to be great for you either. So we want quality sleep too. So you want to hit a certain amount of hours, but we also want to make sure that, again, we're going through those sleep cycles. That we're talking quality sleep, so we can get all the health benefits from, sleeping.
Right. So you can't eat garbage and then say, "Oh, I'm gonna sleep 12 hours to breathe it out."
Exactly.
That's not what's going on. Getting that optimal sleep is in combination with doing the right thing, right? In combination with dieting, right? In combination with working out, putting on that muscle in the gym and things like that. So
think of it this way. You're eating right, you're exercising, but you're not prioritizing your sleep. So essentially you're missing a part of the equation that's going to optimize your hard work. So what you want to think of it as getting proper sleep as part of the formula with your weight loss and your exercise or your diet and your exercise program. So now you're getting the maximum benefit from your hard work. So that's how you want to think of it as. You want to think of all of it together like a recipe, right? If you're missing something, it doesn't quite work out the same.
Well said, my guy. Hold on, we got a comment. They don't come in my Whopper addiction.
Oh man,
All right.
I enjoy a good Whopper from time to time myself.
Look, I was gonna say that. I think I know who that is. They Facebook users on there, but I'm thinking it's Jared because me and Jared we had conversation about Whoppers. Listen, I love when I say love, I mean love a Whopper.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I haven't had one in a while. I just haven't found the good Whopper in the state of Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? I refuse to get them $8 for a subpar Whopper, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm not coming to anybody's Whopper addiction. I got one myself. You know what I'm saying? Well, I guess I kicked it, right? But I get it, man. But we just don't eat had a Whopper addiction, sleep 12 hours, and then say, "Hey Jimmy, why I ain't losing weight?"
Right.
That's all we said.
Exactly.
Yeah, you do. Oh man, I love it. I love it. So yeah. Now that kind of leads me to my next question, Jimmy. And I ain't mean to turn this to an interview, but like I said, man, you like
Go
the
for
guy
it.
with all the answers. I hear a lot about eating and sleeping, like as far as what time should you stop eating?
Yes.
As far as sleeping, how does that correlate to each other, and how you could optimize and get the best sleep? Should you cut off that eating time at a certain time, or because I do know a little bit. I know the body has to digest it, and I know that the process takes time. And if you're sleeping, your body's still digesting, and you're not getting good sleep, right?
Again, yes and no.
Oh,
context always matters. Context is king.
Okay, my man.
Depends on how much you eat and how soon you go to sleep. They
I'm
try to
talking about
say
them
you want
Whoppers.
to cut. So general guideline, they say 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed. Right.
Okay. I've heard that.
And the thought process behind it is that when you eat, your metabolism has to raise to process the food. The digestion is a process, so it's harder to kind of unwind because your body's like elevating its systems to process the food. So you don't want to do that. Like they say you don't want to do that super close to bed. However, it really depends on the person, because there's some people they can eat before they go to bed and they're just fine. So it's really unique to the individual. There's a lot of myths out there. They say if you eat too close to bedtime, it's going to turn to fat. That's not true.
Okay.
That's a myth.
Thank you.
What the problem is that it's the amount of food you eat throughout the day. So if you ate a bunch of food during the day, then you just decide to have a 1,000-calorie dessert before bed. Chances are, yes, you're in a calorie surplus, and then that's going to be stored as fat. But if you're like on a meal plan and say like you had a busy day and your last meal you weren't able to eat until you had to go, right before bed, you'll be fine.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So it really depends on the person overall. Again, if you feel more comfortable not having the food in your system, I'd say, cutoff time is 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed. Some people, they eat too close to bed, they may get heartburn. That's something to be mindful of. But again, it's just something that's specific to the individual. But one thing I will say, and before bed, and this is a common one: alcohol.
Oh,
do not want to have alcohol before bed.
Oh shit! All right, how many hours before bed for the alcohol, Jim?
I'll be honest with you, I am not sure. I'd have to look that one up.
Yeah, we got to get them to answer that, because I know. You say 3? I'll say like 5
3 to be on the safe side.
That shit is poison. I'm sorry.
And let me tell you. And here's the trick, because how many times you drink alcohol, you pass out, right? When you pass out from alcohol, you do not hit the deep REM sleep,
even though you think you might.
Yep, you may slump over. Boom. You know what I'm saying? We've all had them nights. You don't hit that REM sleep. So drinking alcohol to unwind, to go to sleep, it may feel like you're optimizing your sleep, but you're actually doing the opposite. It's actually having an adverse effect. So you want to be mindful of having alcohol before you go to bed.
Some marketing shit they got us with back in years back had to be, because that shit don't even make sense. when you really think about alcohol, a glass of wine help you go to sleep. I mean,
Yeah,
it fucking throw your senses off, and
exactly.
you know
Exactly.
you pass out, right? Like, so great point, man. The alcohol don't get you into that deep sleep, guys. So stop passing out fucking in your juices thinking you get that sleep.
Save for the weekend.
Yeah,
Moderation, guys. Moderation. Don't have a glass. Don't do it every night.
absolutely. Absolutely. So we actually got a great question here, Jimmy. What about exercising before sleep? Like, how close to bed is that okay? Now, I'm gonna chime in first, if you don't mind, Jimmy,
Go for
because
it. Go for it.
I've been exercising every day, right? At some point of the day, and
Yeah.
I'm testing what's better for me. Now, I feel like my body responds better first thing in the morning. However, my schedule doesn't allow me to do that every morning like I like.
Yeah.
Um, we're having a little one and stuff like that. She got a lot of needs, and man, it's a lot going on. So sometimes I have to go in the afternoon. Now, I'll tell you, I when I go later, I don't fall right to sleep. I am
Mm.
kind of worked up.
Yeah.
I notice I sweat too. Like even after my shower, I'm laying there sometimes and I sweat, and I was thinking that was my body releasing the fat that I just burned. Thank you, Jimmy. So I'll say from my experience, I'm gonna let Jimmy, get an expert answer, but just from my experience,
Mm.
I do get good sleep, but I just wouldn't say it was better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know, that's just for me. When I work out in the evenings, and I know I typically work out when I work out in the evenings, I don't fall asleep for another 2 hours after my workout. So I give myself 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yep. And I eat too, because I'm always hungry after I work out. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's my 2 cents.
Yeah. That's a great question. And again, it's when it comes to this stuff, it's really individual specific. Some people, yes, working out too close to bedtime or at late in the evening because it amps them up,
Yeah.
right? Takes longer to unwind to fall asleep, and especially if you're taking pre-workout. Pre-workout's got 200-300 milligrams of caffeine per serve. So if you're taking that at 7 o'clock at night, it's gonna be hard to fall asleep at 10:30. You know what I'm saying? Like, caffeine stays in your system a lot of hours, even though I don't feel like it sometimes, but it does. But there's some people they can lift, have their protein shake, take a shower, and they'll go pass out. Again, it depends on the person. You have to do what's best for you. Coach, I'm like you. I'm a morning workout guy. I've always been. I've
Yeah.
always preferred to just wake up, get
Get it
after it,
done.
starts
Yep.
my day off right. I feel better. Even now,
Yep.
I mean, I don't work out super early in the morning, but I do work out in the morning
Okay.
now, right? I don't work out later in the day. But I know people they prefer working out at night, and it works for them. So again, it just depends on you. Experiment, test it on yourself. Try
Yes,
a
sir.
weekly workout in the morning and see if it makes a difference. And if it doesn't, and you prefer the evening, work out late. But keep in mind this: if that's the only time you can work out, do it. Don't be like, oh well, I want to make sure I get better quality sleep. Maybe I should
Right.
go exercise. Do that
And
because I'm
see,
going to give
that's
you some tips
that's
to optimize the sleep too. If you're not falling asleep quite as quick, or maybe it will help you unwind faster so you can fall asleep. So I'm going to drop those gems soon too. So again, I talked about on my post the other day, majoring in the minor things. That's kind of a minor thing, right?
right.
The
Right.
major thing is you want to get your exercise in and we want to optimize your sleep. Those are the major things. Timing of when you work out is kind of minor. It's, it, the impact is not super significant
I think a
unless you
lot of
work
that should
out
be
and you do
marketing,
stay up
man.
till 3 in the morning. But then right? Like, let me switch
Right.
this up. But for most people, that's not going to be a problem.
Right. But you made a great point, bro. Just get it done. Don't make you working out late or working out after dinner or whatever. Because that, and I'm talking about myself, because sometimes I'll eat like, damn, I'm gonna eat a burger. I can't go work out now. But that's the old me.
Yeah.
But no. But anyway, no. Seriously, just get it done. If it got to be late, make it later. And work on your sleep. Your body is going to do what it needs to do, right? If you
Yes.
take care of your body and do the things that are going to benefit your body, it is going to respond in a positive way. All right, I can tell you that for sure.
Absolutely.
Hit a couple of these comments. Got Gina saying you lose water while sleeping, so you wake up dehydrated.
Absolutely.
Talking about, oh,
You lose
that's
like
a
a cup
great
and a half
point.
of water when you sleep. Great point.
Cause I wake up middle of the night reaching like it's a bottle. I wake up, reach. I keep my cup actually with water on my head. You know, my headboard,
Yeah.
man. I'm drinking. You know, so but I drink a lot of water anyway. Even like when I'm not working out or conscious about my health, I always just drink water. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's a
but
great
good.
thing.
Yeah, good point. That's a good point. Also be mindful the blue light on the phones and TV can affect sleep. Man,
Absolutely. We definitely was going to touch base on that, but definitely appreciate you bringing that up. That's super important, that blue light exposure.
yeah, shout out to you, Ebony. Miss Ferris,
Thank
how are you?
Thank you. Appreciate that, Jim. Guys, that's super important.
Another
Blue light.
constant viewer. Appreciate you. Sorry,
Yeah.
I recognize names. Gina and Ebony. They
Regulars. Always dropping
yes,
some gems too in the comments. We appreciate you all.
yes,
Definitely.
yes. But I'm sorry, Jimmy. Talk to us about the blue light because I heard about that blue light special too, man. It's like in everything.
Absolutely. So I wasn't going to start with that, Jim, but since it's brought up, I'll talk about it now. So blue light, that's essentially the light designed to wake us up, right? Sunlight, blue light. So it essentially tells our bodies like, hey, we need to be awake. Well, that's what's on our screens. That's what's on our TVs, the LED lights in our houses now. Like we're just constantly bombarded with blue light. So it's essentially telling our body we need to be awake, right? So we need to be mindful of our exposure to blue light when the sun goes down. So once the sun starts to set, right, that's when you want to put on the blue light filters on your phone or your computer. If you're going to be on your tablet, if you're going to be playing on your phone late at night, use the blue light filter.
All right, explain to me what's the blue light filter. I'm
Phones nowadays, or you can even put an app, but typically they have like a night setting where like it literally will take all the blue light off the phone. It'll be like an orange hint for that reason. So you're not looking at blue light on your screen. Okay. Also, dim the light as low as it could possibly get to.
I do that.
Do that with the blue light filter on your phone, tablet, laptop. I don't know if TVs have it. I don't watch a lot of TV, so that I don't know. But you can get blue light goggles. They have goggles that you can wear, glasses, look like regular shades that you could put on at night if you're going to watch TV or if you're a gamer, if you're going to play the game. Again, to just kind of block that blue light late at night. Because again, the reason why you don't want that blue light exposure, because when the sun goes down, the body starts to release that melatonin. We probably all heard of the supplement melatonin you take it to go to sleep. So that's the body. That's when the body's going to release that melatonin as it starts to get dark. We're talking about our circadian rhythm. So that gets thrown off as we get exposed to blue light. Now here's the kicker. Right? Here's something interesting that I just learned about. I shouldn't say just learned, but I learned about like 2 years ago. So our body has a punishment and reward system. And the punishment system is designed to get us to stop doing certain things. For example, like if you get injured, right, it hurts. Why does it hurt? It's to let us know something's wrong, right? And don't do that again, right?
Right.
So what happens is when you get constant exposure to blue light after like 10 p.m., the body's punishment system is to not let you go to sleep. And it's designed that way to get you to stop doing it. It's pretty interesting. I learned it from Dr. Andrew Huberman. He's a very smart guy. He's got a popular podcast. And I'm like, it makes sense, right? It makes sense because our bodies are very smart and it wants us to stop doing certain things, but we just push through it.
Yeah.
We just push through it. I'm guilty of it too. That's just how we are. We just kind of push through what our bodies are telling us it needs. And then we pay the consequences for pushing through. Right. So definitely you want to be mindful of the blue light exposure. You want to make sure that like the lighting in your house, maybe you have like a dimmer switch that you can use, or you have a room that you kind of unwind in that doesn't have the LED lights, that has more of a softer, kind of quieter tone to it to help you unwind. I mean, these are things to think about, but it's really important. Yes, you definitely want to be mindful of the blue light exposure as the sun goes down. If you remember the old Urban Digital Asset videos, I used to wear the goggles, You guys
I
remember?
do.
Go back to those videos. I used to rock
When
the
you was
goggles.
sleeping, yeah.
I
That
gotta
was for the
find
blue
it in
light.
this house somewhere, but yeah, I used to rock the goggles. Like whenever, as soon as the sun went down, I put the goggles on. So that's definitely something that you're definitely gonna want to be mindful of if you want to optimize your sleep. Next thing you want to do, speaking of light, your room, the room that you're going to sleep in, you want to make sure it's dark.
Completely dark.
Completely dark. Yes, you want to have the nightshade, the light blocking curtains, the blackout curtains they're called.
Yep. Yep.
Especially if you live in like a city where they have the LED street lights that will shine into your window, which is talked about blue light exposure, right? So you want to block that out of your bedroom. All right. So that's gonna be really important. You want to keep the room dark. You want to keep the room cool, right? Optimal sleeping temperatures like 67 to 72 degrees, I believe. But you want to keep the room cool. All right. You also want to make sure your room is used for two things. Can you guess what it is? Only two. They both start with S.
I was just gonna say, I know what I thought about.
I bet you're right.
That's it, huh?
Sleep and sex. That's it. That's what our bedroom should be for. We should not be bringing work into our bedroom. We should not be playing video games in our bedroom. We should not be watching TV in our bedroom. The room is for sex and sleep, and that's it.
Sex and sleep. Now, is there any particular order?
Maybe sometimes you got to take that nap first, right?
And after.
Babe, give me 10 minutes.
Yeah, let me. Oh man.
But for real though, because again, it's how our bodies are wired. Like we respond to our environment, and we actually train ourselves to have certain triggers and reactions in different environments. So if you're bringing work and TV and all these things like entertainment and work and stress into your bedroom, well, you're not telling your body, this is my place of peace, this is my place to unwind.
Great point.
You get what I'm saying? Like these triggers are going to be there. So how are you going to sleep if that's where you're doing, work?
It's like you got to associate that with that to get
exactly.
So
you have to treat your room like kind of like your man cave, your spa, wherever. Like this is where I go here.
Yeah,
I do one of two things, or both.
Right,
that's it.
Right, in no particular order.
Exactly. So those are definitely. So you want to make sure you set up your room to make sure that it's a good environment for you to unwind and go to sleep. So that's really important. So don't negate that. That's your sanctuary. Treat it as such.
Man, that's what's up.
Yep. And then another thing that you can do. This is kind of more advanced, but it does help, especially if you struggle falling asleep. Rhythmic breathing.
Okay.
Yep, rhythmic breathing. So I'm a big fan of breath work. I do it every morning to start my day, but there's also breath work that you can do that kicks your body out of fight or flight mode into the rest and digest mode. So our nervous system is either in fight or flight mode, so you're always kind of on. You're either gonna knock somebody out or you're gonna run away. You're just always on. Or rest and digest is where you kind of come down, right? Okay. And your body starts to recover and repair itself. Well, you can manipulate that by how you breathe. And most people don't breathe properly. They breathe through their mouth, very shallow into the chest, when you're supposed to breathe through your nose, into your belly, with nice, slow exhales. And you can do breathing exercise. My favorite one is Soma breath. And he has one that you can do at night. It actually has two. There's a 10-minute one and a 20-minute one. And most of the time when I do it, I literally fall asleep during the session. I don't even finish the session. It knocks me out. So definitely something to look up. If you really have a hard time unwinding, look into Soma breath work and just put like bedtime or Soma breath work, sleep. It'll pop right up on YouTube and just give it a try. It really, really, really does work. So definitely pay attention to how you breathe. And take it a step further. This is where I get a little over the top with mine, but it makes a difference. Is I just talked about nasal breathing. I sleep with my mouth taped. I buy this tape. It's literally called hostage tape. It's a black tape. It's kind of flexible. So like you can move your lips and stuff so you don't feel like you're being smothered.
That is a
Or
great
it
name for
forces
that
you
tape,
to
bro.
nasal breathe.
It's called
And
hostage
again,
tape.
yeah, called hostage tape. Yep. I
Okay.
should have brought it in here. I got some in the living room, but hostage tape, yeah. So it forces you to nasal breathe. And that's how we're supposed to be breathing, especially when we sleep. So those who are, struggle with snoring,
Yeah.
right? Or they sleep with their mouth open and wake up with dry cotton mouth. Should probably give this a try because they're breathing too much through the mouth. When you need breathe through the nose, because again, the hairs in your nose actually filter out a lot of the dirt and stuff that you breathe in the air, and so you're getting a better quality oxygen when you inhale. And when you nasal breathe, you breathe into your diaphragm where you should be breathing anyways. Again, we're talking about getting the health benefits. So deeper sleep, better breathing. Think about it. Like those are keys to life right there, right?
Man, them
You don't
gems
breathe,
right
you
there.
die. And if you're sleep deprived, you eventually die. So you,
We're gonna leave like that. Say y'all funny. What's up, fellas? Want to shout out to
we
you,
gotta have a
Mike.
little fun out here because we missed last week. That was my
Yeah,
fault. I
man.
had a little scare. Those who don't know, I had Achilles tendon surgery back in December, and I was getting set up for the live last week. And as I was walking, something in my left ankle popped really loud, and my ankle started swelling right away. So I went straight to the emergency room because
Yeah.
I thought I screwed something up for real. I thought I was going to go back under the knife.
Yeah, man.
Fortunately, it wasn't that serious. It just was a scary moment because I ripped a bunch of scar tissue. Not ideal, but the best news I could have got considering the swelling, the sound of the pop, and the discomfort I was in. That
Yeah.
that it was very minor because it was a very scary moment. So I apologize. So we having fun dropping gems today. I'm back. I'm good. I'm
For
actually out of my
sure.
walking boot today. So
Yeah, we
bless
both
over here,
35 plus. So we gotta, when shit pop,
man.
we gotta go get it
I'll be
checked.
38 in 6 days.
Hey, yes, sir.
Yep. So,
And
I want to finish up a couple more little sleep gems for you guys. So, the mouth tape. Hey, it sounds weird, but hey, give it a try. Look it up, hostage tape, or you can even just take a little Scotch tape, just a little strip right here. Just give it a try. Again, it's just about trying what works for you, right?
facts.
I enjoy it, so it works great for me. Actually, Queese told me about the mouth tape, and that's where I got that from.
It would be a fucking quiz. I'm
Yeah.
a quiz thing,
Yep.
some hostage thing. Shout out to Quiz, man.
Yep. Shout out to Queese. That's our boy. Um, another thing that I like, again, because me, I'm always testing with stuff.
Yeah,
Is
man. You
the
got the
weighted
glasses,
blanket.
you got the tape. Shit, all you need is a ski mask and a gun.
I know, right? But guys, look into a weighted blanket.
Oh, that's real.
Yeah, the weighted blanket. I have a weighted blanket. I have a 20-pound weighted blanket. I sleep with it every night. I enjoy it. It's really comfortable and it's really soothing.
Mm.
So if you don't know the science behind a weighted blanket, it was originally created for autistic children to calm them down, kind of creates that feeling like they're being hugged. And I think they have something similar for animals too with high anxiety. It's real comforting. What they found is that like if you're trying to improve your sleep, that you can use that same sort of I guess you call it technology,
Mm-hmm.
or thought process to try to get better sleep again, because it's like somebody's hugging you. It's like
Yeah.
that comfort, that comforting. So it just helps you unwind, and you can fall asleep faster, fall asleep deeper. So definitely look into a weighted blanket. How heavy you should go, about 10% of your body weight. So if you're 150 pounds, a 15-pound blanket. If you're 200 plus pounds, look at to a 20-pound blanket. They got kids blankets too. So something to definitely look at, the weighted blanket.
Okay. So
And
I'm
then
definitely looking to that.
I could probably list out like 25 things, but I'm just going to give one more. There's some supplements. I know people like supplements, so I'll throw a few supplements out there you can try. Probably the best one I've taken is CBD oil for sleep.
Mm.
But the CBD oil is kind of weird. Don't take it right before bed. Take it like 2 to 3 hours before bed. Get the time to
Okay.
like get your system processed, and then you'll be knocked out. So CBD oil is probably my favorite sleep supplement. There's melatonin. That's something individual. Some people swear by it, other people does nothing. So that's but it's something to try. It's pretty cheap.
Okay.
Magnesium,
can you give that to children without any
melatonin. Yeah,
issues? Okay.
yeah, absolutely. They just get a lower dose, but yeah, they
Oh,
probably even have melatonin for kids. Honestly, if you go to like the Vitamin Shop or GNC, or maybe even online, just Google it. I'm sure
yeah.
you'll find like some gummies or something for them. But melatonin, magnesium.
Mm.
Most people are, especially if you sweat a lot, are magnesium deficient. I know I am because I catch a lot of cramps and I sweat really easy. So you want to take magnesium at least 400 milligrams before bed. Some may need a higher dose if you're highly active. You'll probably want to double that to like 800 milligrams. But magnesium, again, is, they say it helps the body kick out of fight or flight mode into the rest and digest, your nervous system. So look into some magnesium. Again, not an expensive supplement, $12 for a bottle. Again, give it a try. And then the last one, it's not really a supplement, but it's a tea. But they do sell it in the supplement section at some stores. It's kind of weird, but it's a tea. It's called Tulsi tea, Tulsi, honey chamomile. Now, that's not to be confused. There's other brands that make honey chamomile tea or chamomile tea. That's not strong enough. Tulsi, holy basil leaf, Tulsi, honey chamomile, and the company name is Organic India. That tea is like super powerful. It's like the most calming drink I've ever had in my life. They actually give it to people with high stress jobs, police officers, nurses, doctors. But drink a glass of that 30 minutes before bed. You like feel your face start to relax. Like it's super unwinding, super calming. It tastes good. Give that a try. It's one of my favorites. A box that costs you $6 for a bag of like a box of 14 bags.
Okay.
Definitely worth it. Good for stress, good for your health. Like it's got a ton of benefits to it. That one I definitely recommend for everybody.
I might check that out just because I like the whole melting face.
I know, right?
That was a great description.
I know, right? You just feel your face melt like,
Right.
are you sure that's tea?
A little fentanyl at night.
We got happy birthday, Aries season. Happy birthday to you too.
Okay. Got the Aries taking. She an Aries too?
She is.
All right.
2 days after my birthday. I know, right?
Hey, shout out to the Aries. Now, how long is when do Aries start? When is that? Is that Saturday? Sunday?
That
That's
I
still
don't know.
Aries?
She would know.
Okay. Gina, is Aries season still Sunday? Saturday? Let me know. Okay. Tart cherry juice, drinking it 30 minutes before you go to sleep helps the body produce more melatonin and get you okay.
Oh yeah, I've
Okay.
heard that before too. Yes, that's a good one. Yes, tart cherry juice.
Okay, yeah, I need that reduce inflammation. Can I get the tart cherry juice from the same place I can get that tea from, Jimmy? You know,
You
I
should be
feel like
able to, because you can find tart cherry juice at the grocery store.
okay. I mean, it just
The
sounds like
Tulsi tea may be a
I'm
little
good.
harder to find. You might have to order that off of Amazon just because where you're, being in Mississippi, I'm not sure.
Now they got like a lot of nutrition shops and shit out here, man. Like you'd be surprised. Now I don't know how, I haven't walked in there, so I don't know what they
Yeah,
oh,
the
man.
Tulsi tea can be a little hard to find sometimes, but
Okay.
they do
Now,
have it
but
on Amazon.
well, Amazon is the way to go. I order a lot of my stuff from Amazon, so that's where we're going. Man, so guys, we are approaching. Wait a minute. So we're gonna let you guys go, guys. We don't want to over gym you, but we appreciate you guys checking in with us, and we gave you a little extra because we missed last week. But we'll be back every Wednesday, 7:35 p.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channels, share, like, turn the notifications on so you are notified when we drop this content. All right. Appreciate you guys checking in with us. Next week, I wanna talk about turning ideas into businesses.
Mm.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that because we got a ton of ideas, but we don't know how to actually turn into a business.
Right.
So
Let's
throw
start to monetize those.
let's throw some strategies out there and let's monetize that and put our heads together to get that going. So that said, we're gonna let you guys go. Jimmy, you got any closing words for our people?
Yes, prioritize your sleep, guys. Your body will thank you for it.
Straight like that. You heard it from the expert himself. And with that said, guys, make sure you check out all the gems we put out there with the tea, with the supplements, with the strategies, sleep strategies, and everything. All right. Go back, play this again, share this, help yourself by helping others. Good deal. With
There you
that
go.
being said, guys, we are going to check out. Have a great night, a great rest of your week. Catch you next week, same
See you
time.
next week.
Peace.